Hi, I'm going to do a few exercises for shoulders using a stick. So if you even just have a broom handle or a brush handle, these exercises can be done. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your good arm to help your bad arm, or you might be just using the stick to keep the mobility in both shoulders and prevent stiffness. Okay, so we're going to lie down onto our back. Your head is resting on your pillow. So you can do these in bed before you get up in the morning or in the middle of the day, or if you want to do them down the ground, you can. Okay, so we're going to keep the knees bent starting off, and we're just going to do a little warm up. So bending your elbows, just going to reach the arms up and down. So just up. So we're just going to warm up the muscles of your shoulder, pushing up and dropping down, and push up and drop down. Go again, push up nice and strong and drop down. Give it a little bit more power, push up and drop down. And these exercises shouldn't be painful. You might feel a little bit of stiffness as you come to end range when you go to the next exercise, but just starting off a nice warm up, push up and drop down. Okay, we're going to stretch out the legs just to give ourselves room, and we're going to bring the arms down. So when it comes to the width of the stick, just making sure that your wrists are near enough to your legs, and when you lift the stick, you're going to be coming in a straight line up over your head. So reaching back overhead as far as you can go. So this is full range of movement, getting your hands right down behind your shoulder. But we don't have to get full range of movement all the time, just looking for the best that you have. So if you have one arm better than the other, just use it to give the stiffer arm a little bit of help. But again, you're not forcing it. You're not forcing it into a painful position, just looking for the best movement that you have. So reaching back and coming back to the center. And if you want to bring in a bit of your core, just draw in your lower tummy muscles and then bring your arms back overhead. So just switch on those tummy muscles and come back to the center. And let's go again. So getting that nice movement. You might feel a little bit of stretch in the back of the shoulders all the way back. And come forwards. And we're going to do two more. So reach back, all the way back over your head. Nice and slowly back. And one more. Reach back over your head. Getting a nice little stretch and come back to the center. Okay, so that's flexion of the shoulder. The next exercise is going to be abduction. So when you're looking at it in upright position, abduction is when you come out like this with your arm all the way up. Okay, flexion is when you come forwards, sort of in line with your body. And we're going now into abduction. Okay, so you're just going to have a slightly wider hold of the brush, and you're still going to be down on the ground. Make sure you have plenty of space on either side of you. And we're going to stretch out the legs again, and we're just going to come out. One arm pushing out the other arm. So generally speaking, the good arm is going to give the bad arm a little push out, and you're going to come out into your abduction. And come back through the center and stick with the same side, using that arm to push out the other arm. And the other arm is bringing itself out as well. So it's active assisted. So active movement is when you do it by yourself. Assisted is when you give it a little bit of help. So you're doing the active, which is doing it by yourself, but you're just giving that little bit of a push with the brush. Come back to the center. And again, so nice and slowly, we're not forcing the arm. Most of the time your shoulder will give you a good old warning that it can't go any further anyway, but just using that arm and coming back in. Let's do three more. So moving the arm out and coming back in, and go again. Slowly out and in, and one more. Bring it back out and in. Take a little breather, give your shoulders a little roll. Bring up one knee, bring up the other knee, and just roll your knees to the side and over to the other side. Give a little bit of movement to the hips, over again to one side and over to the other side. Slide away one leg, slide away the other leg, and we're going to go to the other side. So this time we're just pushing the stick out as far as you can go. I've hit a wall here, but you keep going as far as you can go. Come back to the center and go again. So the arm that's stiff, if you have only one arm, is going to be working on that movement across the body, and the other arm is going to give it a hand by pulling out. That's it. And go again. Push out, out, out. getting that abduction, that lift outwards on one side and just crossing across your body with the other side. That's it. And go again. Perfect. Getting that nice movement. And slowly back to the center. And let's go again. Perfect. Back to the center. And we'll do 3 more. So out, out, out. So the arm is coming across your body. The other arm is moving straight out. Come back to the center. And again. Perfect. And let's go for 1 more. Pushing the arm out. And come back to the center. Perfect. Okay, so the next set of exercises, rotations, and of course if you're having any trouble lying flat, you can do these in a nice supported position as well. Okay, so your elbows are a little bit out from your side. Okay, and we're going to be doing rotations. So again, to give you a little demo, in sitting, your elbows are a little bit out to the side and you're rotating over and back. So almost like you're kayaking, you're rotating over and back. So we don't want to see sort of movement like this. We want to have it nice and in at the elbows. Imagine you have a towel between your elbow and your waist and you're just moving outwards and inwards, getting those rotations. So this is the movement, rotating out and rotating in. Okay, so lying down or leaning back, whatever is more comfortable. You can keep your knees bent for this one and protect your back a little bit. And we're just going to go side to side. So not letting the elbows drift off too far, getting that rotation. Just push your arms to the right and to the left. Perfect. That's again, nice movement. So it's just working the rotator cuff in the shoulder. And let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just drop it down by your side. Give your arms a nice little shake. We're going to stretch out one leg, stretch out the other leg, reach with your stick, breathe in. On the breath out, just activate your core. So draw on your tummy muscles, drop your arms back overhead. That's it. Hold it there for breath in. And breathe out, drawing in your ribs, drawing in your belly button. Reach your arm back to the center. Breathe in again. And breathe out, reach your arm back overhead. So we're just going to do a second set. So if it's your first time doing it and you've had enough of one set, press stop and come back the next day. Otherwise, we're going to do a set of 5 on each again. And come back to the center. Let's go again, reach up. And come back to the center. And let's go again. All the way back. And come back to the center. Lovely. Give your shoulders a little roll. And now we're going to move out into our abduction. So widen your hand position a little bit, using your one arm to push out the other arm. Get that little abduction all the way out. Slowly back in. That's it. And go again. Slowly out. Perfect. And slowly back in. And let's go again. So slowly out to the side. And come back in. And again, slowly out to the side. Well done. And come back in. And one more, slowly out to the side. And come back in. And over to the other side. Reaching out as far as you can go. Come back in. And go again. Push right out, getting that abduction. Bring the arm out by your side. And come back to the center. And let's go again. Push right out. Come back to the center. And again, out. Come back to the center. And again, come back to the center. Give your arms a little roll. And we're going to go into our rotations. So your elbows a little bit out from your waist and your elbows are bent. I'm just going to rotate. So not changing the position of the elbow too much. Just the hands moving outwards and inwards. All the way out. And in. That's it. And out. And in. Really good. And let's go for 6. Keep the elbows down. I left mine drift upwards a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Just drop your arms down by your side. You can leave the bridge down by your side and just give your arms a little stretch forward. So depending where is comfortable, reaching up towards the ceiling, getting a stretch in the shoulder blades behind and drop back. Reach forward, stretching out your shoulder blades and reach back, bend up your knees and just roll your knees to the side. Make sure your back isn't stiff from lying on your back. Roll all the way to the side and over to the other side and back. So there are just a few little shoulder exercises. Depending on your prescription, you may be doing 3 sets of 8, 2 sets of 8, but just to get that stick out and really work on getting that range of movement to prevent any stiffness or to treat any stiffness in your shoulder. Okay, take care. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to move on now to a few little back exercises. So you're just going to roll back and roll forward. So just doing your pelvic tilting, rolling back, lifting your tailbone and roll forwards. So just to kind of keep any stiffness in your back, all the way back, all the way forwards, all the way back and all the way forwards. Come into your halfway position. We're going to slide away one leg. So you may be lying flat or you may be sitting up against a few pillows or sitting up on the bed. You're just going to keep one leg straight out, the other leg bent, and we're going to work through the knee. We're going to point the toes up and we're going to lift up and hold 2, 3 and lower down. Lift up, hold 2, 3 and lower down. And lift up, hold 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, hold 2, 3 and lower down. Keeping that knee really straight, lift up, hold 2, 3 and lower down. And go again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. Good stuff. Bend that knee, straighten out the other leg and let's go again. So lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift right up, 2, 3 and lower down. So you're really just lifting up just below the height of the other knee, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. So really good for strengthening those knees. Lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. Bend that knee, the other leg is at a rest. Let's go again on the other side. So lift up, hold, 2, 3 and lower down. Let it relax, lift up again, hold, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. Lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. Bend that knee, straighten out the other leg. And let's go again. Lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And lift up, 2, 3 and lower down. And lift up again, 2, 3 and lower down. So we have to get these exercises done. Really good for building up your strength for walking. Lift 2, 3 for sitting to standing, for preventing knee pain. Lift 2, 3 and lower down. And again, lift 2, 3, and lower down. And again, lift 2, 3, and lower down. And again, lift 2, 3, and lower down. And again, lift up, 2, 3, and lower down. Last one, lift up, 2, 3, and lower down. And just slide away your leg, bring it back. So just to get a little movement into the hips and the knees, slide one leg, away one leg, lift it up, and go away the other one. And bring it back up. Perfect. So just coming up into sitting. Well done. So a nice few exercises to strengthen up the knees. And you have your few for your shoulders as well. All right. Take care. Thank you.